Hello YouTube, here we are with Lola. She's a giant chinchilla doe and she happens to be a great mother. I'm about to show you her second litter here, or her second kit I should say, and I'll tell you guys why. She had one baby kit, okay, so there he is. He's got a full belly. See right there, full belly, full of milk from her mama Lola. And 24 hours later she had an additional 8 kits, okay, and it was a really hot day and I wasn't home at the time, so they were out here in the heat underneath the hair that she pulls, and we lost them. So we lost all 8 babies. But luckily her sister Sony over there had babies, so Lola's going ahead and she's fostering these little guys, and she has 3 of them in here. 3 little guys, full bellies. Look at that. It's a good sign right there. So she's gonna raise them. There they are. You can tell the size difference is just way different. So there's Lola's and there's Sony's. He's already even got some hair on him. These other guys are still kind of naked. I know. Look at her. She's like, get away from my babies. No, she's gentle. Alright, so that's what happened. It's the first time for me. This is Sony, giant chinchilla doe as well. Lola and Sony are sisters from the same litter. And this happens to be their second litter. And I'll show you Lola's babies. And here's one of them. He's gonna be all white. Probably like the dad. The dad is or the sire I should say, is a Californian buck. And then she's also got the chinchilla color ones right there. Okay, so again, Lola went ahead and she had a total of 9, 1 survivor, and Sony had a total of 15 and only 13 survived. So 13 is still a pretty large number for her to raise on her own. Does only have 8 teats, so 7 is a good number. They could probably nurse up to 9, no problem. Anything over than that, I understand, is a little tough for them. It's not that they can't do it, it's just it'll be hard on them and everything. So what I went ahead and did is I took some of Sony's babies and I put them over in Lola's nest box. And the way I did that is I took them out of her nest box here. Okay, I took a total of 4 babies out of here, and I put them in Lola's nest box over there. But I went ahead and took the nest box inside. I went and put the babies in there and took them inside for a total of 6 hours. And I did that just so the smell would kind of blend in with her existing kit that she has in there and the smell of her fur, so just to prevent her from attacking them or hurting them just because they don't smell like her. And I guess it worked, because she went ahead and she went in there and she sniffed around and she went ahead and fostered them, and she's been feeding them. And I did that because to help Sony out, and also because I was really concerned about her baby that she had in here. This little guy, which is hers, he was like super fat. He was way fatter than this, and they could die from overfeeding, so I was gonna have to keep an eye on that. But now that he's got little half brothers and sisters in there, he should be okay now. The way you do that is you can only do that with does that have that are nursing. So an example of it not happening is, for a good example would be, here's Fuji. She's a doe. She's not even a breeding age, but I couldn't take Sony's babies and put them in Fuji's cage just because she's not nursing at all. So you only let a doe foster if she's actually got milk to produce for her kits. So in this situation, it turned out to be perfect, because she lost babies, Lola did, and Sony had too many babies, so it worked out perfect. It's always a good idea to breed a couple does or more at the same time, if you can, just for that reason, just in case you need to do that. But there is that you got to keep in mind that when you do that, when you switch them, you got to take them inside or keep them separate, so the smell wears off and they blend in with the nest smell. That's really important to remember. But again, just find out more about that. There's a lot of info online on YouTube about when you're actually doing that, fostering kits to another doe. Always get a second opinion, a third opinion even. That's what I do. A little bit about the nest box here. I was looking for a nest box big enough because they are giant, so they're 12 pounds. So I couldn't use just regular standard nest boxes, so I got this, it's like a strawberry crate, and I lined it with cardboard, just a cardboard box on the sides and on the bottom, and stuck some straw hay in there, and she arranged it and pulled hair and delivered in there. And over here, Lola, she's actually got the one and only giant nest box that I have. It's just, this is your typical nest box, I guess you could say. So that's just a difference, but I mean that worked just as fine, just as good. I mean, that's them. And so we'll keep you posted and let you know what goes on with these guys, and get a video of when they're growing up and jumping out of the next box and doing some somersaults and stuff. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please post them up. And if you haven't subscribed, you're welcome to. And we'll catch you here next time.